Wonders of Grace. Ellen Maria Underwood. This young person has attended a Bible class for about 6 years at the library, Lorrimore Square. Has heard our pastor regularly on Thursday evenings since the Tabernacle has been opened, and very frequently on Sabbath evenings. Her mother is much opposed to her coming and put many things in her way to prevent, if possible, her coming to hear there. But he who is for her is stronger than all they who are against her. She says she cannot stay away, but must come to hear Mr. Spurgeon whenever she can get out. The sermon on Sabbath evening, "He that believeth not," was the set time for her soul, and she, by divine grace, when she got home, was enabled to write on her slip of paper, "Saved." And it says at the bottom, Spurgeon sometimes encouraged people to write "saved" or "condemned" on a piece of paper at home, as in the sermon, a revival promise. Well, she wrote "saved." Samuel Pure is a teacher in the same school. She speaks of the deep interest he and his sister have taken for her soul's good. I was fully satisfied with her testimony and gave her a card. Signed, W.B. Hackett. James Dow first came to hear Mr. Spurgeon at Exeter Hall about 6 years since, and has had deep convictions under the word which seemed like a load about him, and has all for these years been carrying about with him an almost unsupportable load. Has frequently under the word resolved to go home and unburden himself to his wife, but when he got home, something within him seemed to restrain him. The fear of coming before the elders or deacons or speaking with Mr. Spurgeon was always before his eyes and seemed to shame him. All this time the Spirit was striving with him. He felt he could not stay away, and yet he could not come, until about 6 weeks since, when on his knees he earnestly prayed to God to enable him to come and cast away his fears. And suddenly the weight was removed, and he rejoiced in Jesus Christ, and felt he could keep it secret no longer, and told his wife what he felt and enjoyed. And she said, why did he not tell her before? That was just how she had felt. And they both rejoiced and have ever since. He has given his heart to Christ and now wishes to make a visible profession of faith and obey the command of the Savior. Gave him a card, feeling perfectly satisfied with the genuineness of his conversion. Signed, John Ward. To God be the glory.